This is my early 90s Bianchi Campione D'Italia. I'm just going to be upgrading basically the cockpit, the seat post, the stem, the brakes, brake lever, handlebar. I've done it once before. I've upgraded from the original stuff to these newer things. I'll just get a close-up here. So I put on a Cinelli DNA stem, bars. I put on SRAM brake levers and caliper, the SRAM Apex caliper. And I also upgraded the seat post. Now I'm just going to be putting silver stuff on because I just think the silver looks better on a vintage bike. This doesn't quite look right, even though it works really well. Now the original stuff I had on, it was just the original seat post here. And I upgraded that because the saddle kept tilting back and forth. It was just an old seat post. It wasn't secure and it just kept slipping every time I was using it. And same with the handlebar. The original quill stem, I'm quite a heavy guy. I'm about 200 pounds. And every time I would, or just ride or even just stand up on the bars, it would just keep slipping like this way. No matter how much I would tighten the screws here, it would tighten so much that I think the handlebar would crack. So I think it's just a matter of age. And when I switched to this stuff, it was excellent. Really stiff, it made a huge difference. But I just want to upgrade to silver stuff now because just for the looks of it. And this is what I got. Bought Ritchey Classic, which is one of the few all silver cockpit stuff that you can get nowadays. And bought a Velo orange adapter. This adapter should be much better than this one, if you look, because it has this little notch here which prevents the handlebar stem from slipping, which has happened to me a few times on this bike, and I had to really tighten this part really securely. And these look better too. This is a Velo orange. I got it from Hoop Driver in Toronto, and I really like the Velo orange stuff. It's good if you're working on vintage bikes. You can get new parts with that would fit a vintage bike really well. And Hoop Driver has a lot of these parts: bars, stems, adapters, seat posts, etc. You even have crank sets. So more of what I'm getting. I'm putting on these Veloce calipers, which are pretty nice looking. The Cane Creek levers, again, these are one of the few levers that don't have shifters, and you need something with a quick release on the lever because the Campy don't have the quick release on the calipers. So I'm just gonna insert a picture of what the bike looked like when I got it here. Okay, so I'm just going to start taking apart the bike now. Here it is all done, except for the bar tape. I just wanted to take a video before I taped up the bars. So the silver looks much better on a vintage bike. It's way better looking than the old black SRAM stuff. Here's the Veloce calipers, the Cane Creek lever. And it's a Ritchey cockpit here, so I got the bar, the stem, and the seat post. As I mentioned, the Velo orange stem, it doesn't sit perfectly on top here, but that's just cosmetic. I think if I were to do it again, I would maybe take a look at the Velo orange bar and stem to see how they would look on the bike. They'd probably be cheaper as well, but I like the way this stem looks here. I had some spacers which I was going to put on, but this looks so good by itself that I'm not going to bother with the spacers. And this is a much cleaner line than the old black one. Yeah, and I'm just going to tape up the bars now and do a final video. So here's the finished job. I think it turned out pretty well. Another thing I should mention, I replaced the original wheels. If you see here, these are Mavic Open Pros. I had these custom built with Campagnolo hubs, And the reason I got that done was I did a fall. I slipped on some streetcar tracks, and I'll show you a picture here of what happened to my wheel. So I got this pair custom made. I bought the hubs off someone online, and bought the rims and got them custom built at Urbane Cyclist here in Toronto. And they turn out really well. They're really smooth and they ride really well. So there you go. Hope you like it.